Good morning, Paloma. How was your ride down here?
It was great. Thank you so much for asking. Had a little reroute, but made it here safely. And so thank you for having me.
By the way, this is my first podcast. Thank you for coming to do it with me. This is Paloma Diaz with Lone Lake Ltd. How did you get in new home sales?
Welcome. Thank you, everybody. My name is Paloma Diaz. I am with Long Lake in Houston. We are a private builder here in Houston. And I've been with Long Lake going on 8 years now.
Congrats!
Thank you. I'm currently located in the Morton Creek Ranch community, right off of 99 and Morton Road. Um, a little bit of how I got in. So I was in banking before that. And so I have a sister. Thank you to my sister, Sandra. She was a new home sales. And so she kind of exposed me to that industry. She had been telling me for a while to, check it out, try it out. She was working for a different builder. And so that kind of opened my eyes and interest. Um,
Nice. And I remember you told me something else earlier.
um, it was which one? How about Se me olvidó. Yeah.
We were talking about how somebody was actually advising you and how you gave, how was it?
Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
Okay, so
And
let me just kind of go in about the new home sales. So anyway, I actually, the way I got into new home sales is I actually was trying to apply for a different builder, and I wouldn't get hired because I didn't have the experience. And so a lot of times I think we forget that if we don't get the opportunity, that it's maybe just not our time. Either we're not prepared for it, or maybe God's just trying to redirect you, or just use it as your protection. And so anyways, I ended up through my sister met a sales manager where I currently work. That she's no longer with us, but I was able to get an interview with Long Lake and actually was given an opportunity. So I've learned that sometimes what we think we want may not be what is best for us. And so I am super grateful that I did not get hired by the other builder. And I'm super grateful that I was given an opportunity at Long Lake. So I will be going on 8 years now, and I absolutely love it.
can you share with me what kind of challenges you see every day?
Challenges in the new home sales is going to be just um, trying to, what's the word? Can't think of the word. Trying to help buyers understand the importance of home ownership. Trying to, again, we get a lot of clients that come in, want to look at properties. They're still trying to decide which builder. And so it's just trying to navigate people through, again, people are scared of the monthly payment, interest rates. And so those are some of the challenges we're facing, right now. But we know that real estate is a roller coaster. It has its ups and lows. And we just have to keep moving forward and trying to make the best of it and encourage buyers to purchase a home because it is an investment for them and their family.
And keep it positive, right?
Absolutely.
Because people can pay rent so they can pay their house, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Anything scary that has happened to you?
Yes. So recently we've had a homeless man actually go into our some of our inventory, our vacant properties. And so that's kind of been a little, you know, scary because, again, you don't want to ever run into this homeless person or whoever. But I actually had early at the beginning of the year, I actually did have a very scary situation where I had met a client
Mm-hmm.
that was very interested in one of our properties. And I went and showed the property. He left. I guess he had left a door open, unlocked. And so he left after he said he would get back with me because he was going to apply with the loan officer. He left the office that day. Well, about 2 hours later, I have an agent that wants to look at the same property that this client had been interested in. So as I go to the inventory home to go show this property to this agent, as I open the door, the client that was originally interested in that property was inside, met me at the front door inside of the property.
Oh
So
my
so
God.
that was a very scary feeling. Wondering, looking around where his car was, he had parked his car in the garage of that inventory home. So that was a very scary feeling. And so even in new home sales, like we are at a community, at a location, but it is important that we are, always on guard, making sure that we're paying attention to our surroundings, to our gut feeling. I knew something was off with him.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just being precautious at all times.
Wow, I can imagine the shock.
I was very scared.
And how the agent reacted.
Luckily, the agent kind of felt that something was off, so he stayed with me. Obviously, I had to tell my partner ended up showing up, and so he was able to be there with me, kind of to tell the guy that hey, you need to leave the property. This is not your home. Because what had happened was he was telling people
Mm-hmm.
that he was living in that home. That home was already sold, so he took off our available sign from the front property. So that was a scary feeling. But
Wow.
luckily, the agent that was with me at the time, he could sense something was wrong, so he stayed with me the whole time. Um, and so, yeah, it was a very scary feeling. And I would tell you this: I kind of sometimes can. I think sometimes we can take things for granted, or
Mm-hmm.
we are like, oh, we're just gonna go show property, no big deal. No, we have to be on guard at all times. So making sure we're asking for
Mm-hmm.
identity, for IDs. And if they don't want to show ID, then I'm sorry, I can't show you a property because you just have to be very cautious now.
Yes, I agree with you on that. How do you balance life and work together?
I don't. It's hard. It's
Oh,
hard.
I know.
It's
I know
very
it
hard.
is.
It's someday. I don't know. I mean, with real estate, I think it can be challenging. You just make it work the best way that you can. We have set hours with the community, with the builder,
Mm-hmm.
and so um, some days are longer than others, but you just try to make the most of it. But I'm not going to sit here and say that my life is well balanced. It's not.
But you do
But you
your
make the best
best.
of it. I make the best of it. I enjoy every moment that I can with
Mm-hmm.
my family, my husband, my little doggies. Um,
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I love when you post about your dogs.
Thank you. I love them. They're my little babies.
Yes, and so any stories that you would like to share that happens to you in the beginning, in the middle of your career?
I'm just, I would say just that if you really want to pursue something or do something, don't give up. Because I felt like
Mm-hmm.
when I was trying to get in this industry, it wasn't easy because I didn't have the experience. I came from banking. And so to me, it's just don't give up on what you want. Don't give up on your dreams. Keep, moving forward. And so, I mean, to me, that would be it. Just give up and don't give up. And every day is a learning. Every
Mm-hmm.
day is a new day to learn. I've been with this company going on 8 years, and most of the time we're doing the same thing, but there's always room for growth. Again, with AI, social media, Chat GPT, there's things that are constantly changing, so you have to continue to want to learn and grow and evolve because if not you'll get left behind. So I do love what I do, but I do feel like
Mm-hmm.
even though we kind of do most of the things on a day-to-day basis regular, there's always room for growth.
When a realtor reaches out to you, how do you prepare them before bringing a client?
When agents come out or call me, I try to obviously get their email information so that I can send inventory pricing to them, so that if they have a client, that's maybe looking within a certain price range, that we narrow those houses down. I recommend that agents do come prepared. There are so many times that we see agents come in and we're showing properties, but they have no idea what the buyer qualifies for.
Uh-huh.
It's happened so many times where I'm out showing the client falls in love with the property, come to find out they don't like that monthly payment.
I recently hear a name for those agents. You want to hear it?
Sure.
The overdriver
The
realtor.
overdriver. The overdriver builder.
Not the overdriver realtor,
Oh, the
because they
overdriver.
just get the buyer in their car
And drive around
and
all
drive
town.
around without doing their homework.
Yes. I will say that it's important for agents to do their homework. And another thing is, as new home sales counselors, we're not your enemy. We are here to help you, agents along the way. If I would say, especially if you're in the newer, if you're getting into real estate in the beginning, like meet new home builders, sales counselors, get to be their friends, get to know them, get to know their product. I think it's important that you do your homework before you take clients out there.
Yes, exactly. I agree with you. Like If I don't know anything as a realtor, I call sales counselors.
Yes.
I ask questions before bringing the clients because that is going to put us to give a better service to our clients.
Correct.
And at the end of the day, we are building teams with you.
Yes. Yes. Just a reminder, we in New Home Sales Counselors, we are not your enemy agents. We are here to help you make the transaction smoother. And so don't feel free. Don't feel like you can't count on us. You know, it's building relationships. At the end of the day, we have one common goal, which is to help a client get in a home.
Yeah, that's what it is. Exactly. Building relationships
Building
with our
relationships.
clients, with everyone in the industry. Is there something else you would like to, share with realtors to do?
To me, it's just going to really be do your homework. You know, reach out to sales counselors, new home sales counselor.
Hmm.
Go and drive out communities before you take clients out there.
That one, yes.
Know their product, know the builder's product, because every client is different. There's so many builders out there.
Hmm.
As much as I'd love to sell every person that walks in through our home, we're not the builder for everybody, and that's okay.
Hmm.
But agents, I would just recommend that you do your homework. Know the neighborhood. And again, we are here to help. So you need pricing, inventory information, incentives, reach out to
Hmm.
us. Another thing I'm going to share, and again, I might get a little slack for this, but is in new home sales counselors, as new home sales counselors, we are also commission. Okay, so just like you guys,
Okay.
we are straight commission. So if an agent reaches out to a new home sales counselor and you're asking information because you already have a client and you're trying to work this deal. Now, we haven't met the client, you haven't brought the client in. It is just as a courtesy, like if a sales counselor has already given you the information on the properties, pricing, incentives, that when the client is ready, that you bring it back to that sales counselor who provided that information for you.
In other words, be loyal.
Be loyal. Because again, you wouldn't want to be showing a client, find out later that they decided to buy with someone else. It's the
And
same thing.
I appreciate the time of the person.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Very
just
well done.
making sure that, that again, come back to that sales counselor. I'm not saying that you have to work with that sales counselor on all your deals, but if
Hmm.
you're coming in to get particular information because you are working with the client,
Hmm.
and I'll say this, I recently had an agent come by, actually a client come by, wanted to see properties, show them properties, and turns out that their agent had already came in, spoke to my partner to get information for that client, and so it's like, again, just be loyal, and then the agent came in and trying to say, well, no, it was just general information. No, again, just be mindful.
So a
Be
lot
mindful.
happened behind the scenes, right?
A lot happens behind the scenes, but again,
Hmm.
I work with a great partner, and we talked about it, we worked it out. That's, but as agents, it's just be loyal to the salesperson who's giving you the information for your client.
So the communication is a great key.
Communication is everything. Without communication, deals don't work. So it's important that there's communication there, um, because if not, yeah, it's a train wreck.
So all of us got to be up to the challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And a reminder, we are here to help you guys. We're not your enemies. We are here to help you along the process to make it easier for you. Come in and we take care of the client
Hmm.
and you. And but yeah, I would say just do your homework when you're visiting, especially when you're newer in the field, in the real estate industry.
How can we contact you, Paloma?
Well, you can contact me by cell phone at 832-258-9198. Again, I am with Long Lake Builders in Katy, Texas, right off of Morton and 99. We do offer really great product. I live in a Long Lake home myself, and I love it. I've been there 3 years. So not only do I sell the product, I believe in the product.
That is super nice,
Yes.
Paloma. And as an experienced realtor, I had with one of your houses, I actually had a perfect inspection one time. And for us to find that is awesome. It's amazing to
Hmm.
find a home that has been built and when our client is running their inspection, everything comes out good.
Hmm.
So I was very surprised at that time because everything came out very, very good. And I remember going into the house to the inspection time, and the inspector was coming out of the roof, and I say like, "How do you find it?" And he say like, "Everything is perfect." And I look at him and I say like, "Please make sure." And then he goes like, "Oh, I'm sure everything was good." So for us to find homes like that for our clients, it is a blessing.
It is. It is. It's always good to hear because again, these homes are man-made homes, so there could be things, here and there, but it is really nice when we do get an inspection that's a clean inspection report. So yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely
that was
makes.
actually really nice
Yeah.
because I sell a lot of new houses, but I always recommend inspection.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, if it gives, we obviously go through our private inspectors, but if that's what's going to give buyers a peace of mind, I tell buyers just do it if it's going to give you peace of mind.
Yeah,
We're not against it.
that's exactly why I recommend it all the time. But I was very impressed with that job and
Yes.
Katie.
Yay.
Mhm. Is there anything else you would like to add for us?
No, again, just if you're in the market, agents, buyers, if you're in the area looking for new homes in Katy, Texas, we are offering a ton of incentives, promo rates. We have a ton of inventory homes. So feel free to reach out. If you'd like to do, come and check out our inventory, do content, shoot, do a photo shoot for branding, please reach out to me. We love to share our model home so you can
Mhm.
use it and check out our neighborhood.
Yes, go on and call Paloma to go shoot some content. She's very helpful every time I go over there with her to shoot content for my clients and my audience. And she's not only helpful, she will participate in our videos as well. So I found that very helpful nowadays that we do a lot of social media.
Hmm.
So you hear it here, hashtag Katie.
Yay. Thank you.